A forgotten sister. The rehearsal dinner was held at the Arbor House, an exclusive country estate where even the air seemed to carry a hint of privilege. The chandeliers glittered like frozen stars, and the waiters glided silently in tailored uniforms. I almost didn't come. The invitation had arrived late, 2 weeks before the wedding, while everyone else had theirs months ago. A courtesy invite, a reminder that I was still part of the family, but just barely. My name is Isabella Cruz, and tonight my younger brother, Daniel, was marrying into the prestigious Harrington family, the kind of people who owned half the skyline of Manhattan and still complained about traffic in their helicopters. When Daniel saw me in the foyer, he smiled the way people smile when they're not sure they want to. "You came," he said, looking surprised. "You invited me," I replied. Of course, I'm glad. There was just a little mix-up with the seating. The Harringtons brought extra guests from London, so we moved you to a quieter table. You'll be near the kitchen, less noise." I nodded. I'd heard that tone before. Polite, controlled, condescending. The same tone Daniel had used since the day I'd left my corporate job to start my own company. To him, it wasn't success. It was a phase. Table 17 was hidden behind a floral screen, tucked beside the kitchen doors. My companions were the florist's assistant, the photographer's second shooter, and a young man managing the event's lighting system. They were kind, genuine, unfiltered. For the first time that evening, I felt like I could breathe. The speeches began during dinner. Daniel's fiancée, Charlotte Harrington, looked stunning in a pearl gown. Her father, Edward Harrington, took the microphone first. "Tonight," he began, "we welcome Daniel not just into our family, but into a legacy of excellence, ambition, and success. He embodies the very qualities we value most: drive, determination, and an understanding of what it means to build something truly great." His eyes drifted toward me. "And of course," he added, "not everyone has that same instinct for achievement, but every family has its dreamers." Laughter rippled softly through the main tables. I smiled faintly, pretending it didn't sting. By dessert, I had checked my phone to distract myself. 12 unread messages from my team, 3 from my co-founder, and 1 from my publicist. "The press leak is confirmed. The announcement hits at midnight. Be ready." I tucked the phone away, heart pounding. Tonight of all nights, I didn't want attention. But fate had other plans. Halfway through the final toast, the doors opened. A man in a charcoal suit walked in. Nathaniel Cross, CEO of Quantum Systems. Conversations froze mid-sentence. Cameras turned. Even Edward Harrington sat up straighter. "Excuse the interruption," Nathaniel said. "I'm looking for Isabella Cruz." Every head turned. Daniel blinked, confused. "My sister?" I stood slowly. "Here." Nathaniel smiled in relief. "There you are. I'm sorry to crash a family event, but the media got the story early. The merger went public. We had to confirm everything before midnight." "The merger?" Daniel asked, still lost. Nathaniel turned to him. "Your sister didn't tell you? Isabella is the founder and CEO of Lyratech, one of the leading AI research firms in the world. As of tonight, Quantum Systems has acquired it for $2.7 billion. Silence. Forks clinked against plates. Then, a champagne glass slipped from Charlotte's hand, shattering on the floor. Daniel stared at me, mouth open. $2.7 billion? Nathaniel nodded. "Correct. Isabella will remain CEO of Lyratech and join Quantum's executive board. She's also the youngest female founder in the company's history to achieve a unicorn valuation." Edward Harrington, who moments ago had been radiating superiority, looked like the air had been knocked out of him. Nathaniel turned back to me. "We need to finalize statements before the markets open. Can we talk somewhere private?" Daniel stammered. You're the Lyratech CEO? Why didn't you ever say—" "I did," I interrupted quietly. "You just never listened." The words hung in the air like electricity. "For years, I tried to tell you what I was building," I said. "You called it a hobby. You introduced me as between jobs. You made me the charity case. You saw failure where there was fire." Daniel's face flushed. "I didn't know. You didn't ask." Nathaniel placed a hand on my shoulder. "Ready?" I nodded. "Yes." As I walked out, Whispers erupted behind me, people frantically Googling my name, scrolling through headlines already live online. Hours later, after the press calls and interviews, I stood by the window of my hotel room, city lights flickering below. My phone buzzed. Daniel, I'm sorry for everything. I was so busy being proud of myself, I never stopped to be proud of you. I typed back, you don't have to be proud. Just believe me next time. When I finally turned off my phone, the reflection in the glass didn't look like the forgotten sister anymore. It looked like a woman who had built her own empire, quietly, fiercely, without permission. Because sometimes the world won't see you until success forces them to look. And when that moment comes, don't shrink. Stand tall.